WEPA, ladies and gentlemen, knights and knuckleheads, creators and crusaders. Welcome back to the Comic Crusaders podcast, the only show brave enough to mix high fantasy, big hype, and that Brooklyn spice. That's right, baby. Because today we're riding full tilt into the kingdom of Comixology Originals with two titans who took medieval and said, nah, we're making it wild, baby. And first up is the man who writes with the position of a king's assassin and the swagger of a bard who gets all the tavern drinks on the house. The one and only Neil Master Kleid, baby. There you go. And it was probably, man. And joining him is an artist so fierce. He could draw so scary it makes other dragons take sick days. The color conjuring, the chaos crafting warlock of the page himself, Alex the Ink Knight Cormack, baby.
Now, thank you. Hey, how we doing?
Now my Crusaders together, these guys have forged a gritty, raw, beautifully violent new epic called Medieval, where swords are sharp, secrets are deadly, and every page hits harder than a blacksmith on tax day, let me tell you. So get your armor on, get that weapon high, and prepare your legendary vibe, because this is Medieval Mega Mode. Let's crusade, man. How you guys doing today?
Good, hey, man.
Great, man. Doing good.
Yeah, we're about to rock out, man. Because
can you walk around with me and just introduce me in every room that I walk into ever?
Listen, man, if the price is right, listen, what I'll do is hide it under the table, right? And as people come to buy your books, I'll pop out and I'll listen. You know how many creators owe me money at conventions? While I'm talking to them, people come up and I wound up sending books for them. I'm like, yo, you know how much I'm owed money out there.
I don't even want it at conventions. I want it like when I go to the store. Like
at the bodega, right? You hit the logo bodega.
I'm just
going to introduce them. They want to know medieval legend.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen, baby. We're gonna make it happen. So listen, fellas, again, thanks for joining us. You got a dope fire book, and we're gonna make. You know what? I'm sorry, I'm terrifying you with that little big head of mine on the corner over there. I'm like. And what's funny is that like the section that is supposed to allow me to show my videos and all that apparently wants to be frozen right now. So no, there you go. And does it move now? There we go. Look, I got the little head out. Yay! Look at that. No little head to terrify my fans out there. And I was born that way with a beard. And I'm sorry, Mom. I hope that didn't scrape you. Now. When you both started creating, let me ask you guys, did you ever imagine your careers would lead you to reinventing with a little chaos instead of like doing normal human things like naps?
I do like naps, actually. Maybe, Alex, we're doing it wrong. Maybe we should just take naps.
Yeah, you know, I honestly didn't know that was an option. So I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So talk to me about this, but man, for real, what's one normal human activity that you sacrifice to make this book, whether it's sleep, sanity, or social life, happen?
Well, I've never had a social life, so that at least I didn't have to sacrifice. A little bit of sleep. But no, this one was honestly, this was like a labor of love. This one,
I love it.
All the other books that I have have been like emotionally invested. Like this one was just like a gut punch, man. This one was I want to write a fight. I want to write about
what happened
from the.
Where were you? Where were you when you got inspired? What happened to you? Oh my God, Neil, something happened, bro. Talk to me.
So I tell folks that there was two things that inspired this one, right? Two main things. The first one was I had just done two very emotionally heavy dramatic books with Comixology, The Panic and Nice Jewish Boys.
Ooh, fantastic books. Fantastic.
Thank you. And I was looking for something a little bit more visceral, something that was like just like literally like writing the equivalent of a fight. and that's what I wanted. And I had also just read Mark Twain's Connecticut Yankee, King Arthur's Court, because I had dared myself to read it. My kids had watched one of these like Disney Kid in King Arthur Court movies, right? Where like some kid goes back to Camelot. And I said, you know, I never read the book that a lot of these are based on, which was the Twain book, in which he takes a guy named Hank Morgan from the 19th century and he ends up back in Camelot and basically modernizes Camelot. So I dared myself to read it. But every time I told somebody I was reading the book, instead of saying Connecticut Yankee, I kept saying New York Yankee. And I was like, I got to stop doing that.
Real.
Yeah. And then I realized, you know what? That would be a fucking amazing book. If like some, maybe not like a baseball player, but like a baseball fan ended up with like, you know, bleacher creature mentality.
Oh yes, give me the most purest Yankee fan in medieval time. Listen, but we're about to wreak some havoc.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And so the thing that I really wanted to do was, if you read Twain's book, and I do recommend it, even though it's a tough read. It's very much about this guy who like he knows a lot, right? He knows how to like set up a newspaper. He knows how to set up military tactics and make soap, and he brings a ton of stuff to Camelot. And I'll be honest, if I got stuck in Camelot, like I'd be screwed because I know how to like use my phone, but I don't know how to make my phone, right? Like I know how to use the toilet, but can I build one? Probably not. And so
I mean, I could do a latrine, you know, that's just a hole.
Right. I mean, yeah, the hole.
That's not too tricky. Just down.
But the point was is that, like, I felt that Twain's character was a little unrealistic for me because not everybody knows everything. And so what I wanted to do was show like a real guy, like a guy like us who like could probably do a bunch. Like I can make pizza. I can teach somebody how to play baseball. I can teach somebody how to make comics. I can invent comics, but I can't, you know, start a newspaper. Well, maybe
I could fix a computer. I could build one. You know, I'm okay. You know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and so that was the idea behind the book, and then it was also inspired by like since I knew it was going to be brutal and bloody because I wanted to really like amp up like the violence because I wanted to just feel that when I was writing. I read a lot of 1990s Keith Giffen, Simon Bisley Lobo books. I read a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of classic Conan the Barbarians, right?
Yes,
and like
as you should.
Yeah, and that was the vibe that I was going for. And so like,
wonderful.
It's definitely bloody and over the top and about baseball, but it's also kind of emotional. There's a little bit of soul searching to it because every one of my books does that because I can't get away from it, and it's also a love story.
Well, are we also searching now? Listen. Now, how did you pull in Alex into your madness? Alex, how did he hook you? What's the story of the promance here? You know that he hooked you to get it done here.
Well, so Neil reached out to a mutual friend, Rich Dueck, and Rich and I had done a bunch of books in the past.
I know Big Rich, man. Yo, shout out to Rich, man.
Yeah, absolutely,
big boss.
So Rich wrote me. He said, "Hey, I have a buddy of mine, Neil. He's looking for an artist." He kind of, and he's like, "This is it. Do you want to just say hello?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, yeah." And nice. Neil kind of gave me the idea of the book, and I thought it sounded great. But I'm from around Boston. I grew up around Boston, and so I grew up going to Fenway Park all the time. And so Red Sox was always the team, and I've hated the Yankees since I was born. Yeah, I know.
You know what? You're lucky I don't take you off the screen right now.
Yeah, right.
I'm playing. It's all right. I love you anyway. Listen, bro. You know, we won more than enough. It's okay.
But so I had I thought the story sounded great, and I was like, you know, like I'm a big sports fan, but everybody else, like my entire family, is like 10 times a much bigger sports fan than I am. Like I'll enjoy the games and all that stuff, but my brother, he knows the stats going back to like 1900. Oh
my God,
whatever it is.
Alex, I was threatened. I went to South Carolina once, and there was an old dude there, and he asked me, "What's my favorite team?" I said, "The Yankees." He looked at me. I said, "What's yours?" He goes, "The Red Sox." So I said it in Spanish. I said, "Mierdas rojas," you know, the shitty Sox. Man, he goes, and this old man, I mean, he was like in his 80s. He looked at me. He goes, boy, if I was younger, I would slap the shit out of you right now. I was like, damn, bro, you taking this too serious, homie. Relax.
Hey,
You don't even know the team, son. I didn't even know. I'm sorry, sir.
I mean, I'll say if this was pre-2004, I'm not sure if I could do it. But after that, I felt a little better about things. So
this dude, like, yo, he made me laugh so much. I love this. Now, let me ask you guys here. If the two of you were actual medieval characters, who would you be? A knight, a rogue, a wizard, a tavern troublemaker? Like, and why shouldn't we trust you?
I mean, I'd probably just be drinking. I mean, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
You join me at the bar. I'm gonna find out what you're up to and keep an eye on you. I think that's what I do.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know about you, Alex, but I'd be like a bard, a writer, like a guy who writes stories, right? That's what I do.
Wait. You say you're writing, but would you be the type of bard that would be standing in the middle of the bar talking shit to somebody, like telling your story out loud?
It depends how many tankards are there.
Yeah, right?
I love it. And listen, I would love to build this day that bar with you guys, the bards, come, and even the artists. You know, I'll give you a chalkboard, Alex, and you can start drawing and shit. Your hieroglyphics on the wall. Yeah,
right.
That's what I think.
Yeah, maybe Alex and I need to go to the Renaissance Fair and like actually do it up. Right.
Well, yeah,
I'll join you. Look at me now. Look at me now with this white hair. You know, I look like I should be a king. I wear a crown. You know, please help.
You get
me.
that chin thing going on. You know, it's looking sharp.
Let's make it happen, folks. All right, now, all right. Let's do this. Can you describe medieval only using sounds?
Bang, smack, pow. Glug, 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 glug.
Can you go full goblin mode, Neil?
No, I think it's just fuck. I mean, that's the book.
That's the key word. Jesus Christ, you guys are about to. All right. So, what's something you put in the comic that made you kind of like stop, laugh, and say, "Yo, we're absolutely going to be getting emails about this shit right here."
I'll let you go first, Alex.
There's I want to give it. Well, it's in the first issue. Probably there's a point where a guy gets his head chopped like in half. The top of his head pops off, and I was like, that might get some attention. Right
How
there.
much fun did you have working on that?
It's a ton of fun. Yeah,
that's why I said it on. Yeah, let me chop heads off. Yeah.
So for me, it's a couple. I mean, there's a lot of pop culture like throwaway jokes in this book, like. Danny, who's a modern character, like our lead character, he'll say things he'll use like at one point, because I think it's in issue 1, right? Like he'll, as a knight, he's just beat the crap out of, walks away. Like he'll say something like, "Yeah, go on home, Game of Thrones," or something like. But it gets worse. It gets worse as it kind of goes along. So there'll be some of those jokes. My favorite bit, though, this isn't a spoiler, by the way. Like it's just a fun moment. And I don't remember if it's in issue 2 or I think it's in issue 2, which comes out next week. He's obviously in a fight in every issue, right? There's always like a big, like bloody brawl. And at one point, I think I put in that he pops somebody in the eye in the script. Right? I'm like he like sticks fingers in the eye and actually says something like, "Whoops, injury to the eye," which is like the big thing you do in comics. That's what one of the comics code issues was. Well, like, that was fun to be able to like.
You know what? I don't blame them. Listen, after I saw a Dario Argento film with the eye scene where the stick kept getting closer, I'm terrified of. I could watch anything in horror movies. I could watch kids getting killed. I could watch heads getting chopped. But you give me some eye horror. That shit makes me squirm like no other. Like my ex-wife used to laugh at me like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I don't know what it is about this, but this is the only thing in the whole world that could make me fucking squirm. Like I hate it. It terrified me. You bastard! Why would you put this in the book?" You know what? Let's not talk about this book. I want to put some art up on the screen. Look at that. Look at that beautiful book. Now, we gotta talk about this. Like, what part of the creative journey prepared you guys for crafting this brutal fantasy world? Was it heartbreak? Was it caffeine addiction? Was it childhood trauma? Like, what happened here? In building this book?
Go for it, Alex.
Yeah, caffeine. Yeah. No, well, I mean, a lot of this was it's because it's funny. It was because Neil mentioned like the influences and all that, and I think I just read like a Conan book, like one of the original. What's the dude's name?
From the Savage Swords, or from
I'm
the
talking like the
run from Marvel,
like from the pulps. I'm blanking on the author's name, but
Robert E. Howard,
the guy, yeah, Howard, yeah.
Robert E. Howard, yeah.
Yeah, so like I just read that, so that was all in my mind already, and so I was like, "Oh, this will be great! I could do like a whole Frank Frazetta look type of thing to this, and yeah, it's gonna be a ball."
Nice.
Yeah,
caffeine all the way, coffee all the way.
What's your Nick?
For me, it was just spite and drive. I mean, it's
a spite.
It's just
who were you angry at?
No, like honestly, like I said, a lot of it was just like writing something that just I didn't have to think about, right? Something that was like, how much over the top can I get with this, right? And yeah, there's a lot of influences, like I mentioned, Lobo. And
Is that it?
And I mentioned, like, but also like a lot of baseball stuff, right? Like Field of Dreams, Major League. Major League was a big influence on me for this one.
I love you said that though. Just, just a little bit over the top, and then we get upon the title of the first issue, just enough to be dangerous. Oh shit, bro! You know what I mean? Right on the money, my man. Ain't putting listen. I'm trying to tell y'all folks to listen, bro. I mean, you're gonna enjoy the fuck out this book. Talk to me, like, what's a moment for Medieval where you both looked at it and said, "Yeah, we are absolutely sick for this one."
I mean, so there's two things. Like I wrote it obviously before Alex started drawing it, and
how long before? How long was this in your mind, Nick?
I mean, I've been pitching this one for a couple of years now, like maybe 3 years. I've been wanting to do it for a while. Like I pitched it, but I didn't really write it until last year.
Okay.
When I knew that we were going to do it, and it was like even writing it, some of it like I had to kind of force myself to really push the envelope a little bit because I wouldn't say I'm a conservative writer, but a lot of my writing is pretty grounded, pretty dramatic stuff. It's not funny. It's not sick. It's not, whatever. And so working with our editor, Sarah Litt, who I worked with on Nice Jewish Boys, it was fun when I'd like send her a script and most of the notes that came back were either like, what if we did this, like more blood, more violence? What if we use this curse word instead of this one? She really pushed me. I mean, yes, there was a lot of narrative stuff also that we, crafted the story together. But even just like she made me not just take it to 11, but take it to 15. And so each script, like I wanted to sort of outdo the next one. But I don't think I really started like, because I wrote the first two before I think Alex came on board and started sending us drawings. And once the drawings came in, once the art came in, like that was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to really like bring my A game to this one.
I mean, look at this beautiful. Absolutely. Now, is there any maybe funny argument that you two had in making Medieval, and who won at the end of the day?
I don't know. I don't think there has been. Has there?
Any creative difference where like, wait a minute, I think it should be this way. Well, wait a minute, hold on.
I think it should have taken place in Boston.
Yeah, I think there was one moment where I actually had like a line about Boston and Alex left it out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You hater! How dare you?
You're like,
I don't want to say what it was because it'll spoil issue, like a later issue.
Oh shit!
But we had a line, and I think the line was literally just "fuck Boston" or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. I was like, I'm not writing that.
Right. But he said, you know what? Props to you for loving you, but loving you where you at. Well, come on, man. I mean, it meant something for the story, bro.
I was like, I'm pushing enough throwing the Yankees. I don't know, throwing that on that top of that too.
Yeah.
My man is suffering. You making Al suffer, Nick.
Well, this page is actually really interesting. This is like the first page of the comic where they're in, what is supposed to be Yankee Stadium, right? They're in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And I told, like, I didn't do a ton of research on this book, right? Like when you said the title, Just Enough to Be Dangerous, that was my motto going into writing this, which was like, I could do a lot of research on, King Arthur and Camelot and whatever. And I didn't. It was just like, here's what I know about King Arthur. And that's what but for these few pages, I actually wrote, like, I did some like detailed, like New York baseball research and put a bunch of like characters into the descriptions. And I was like, oh, you got to have this and you got to have that.
And Alex hated
and Alex ignored it all.
Now,
all of it.
Yeah. You know what? Even though
it's behind the speech bubbles. All those guys are behind the speech bubbles. Yeah,
even though he's a hater, I'll still say that, Al, your art, Jesus Christ, look at this shit. Yeah. This is just phenomenal.
Thanks.
I'll give it to you. Even see, folks, this is how a Yankee fan could be a fan, even though he's a Boston guy. It's okay. I still show respect because it's about art, not about the game right now.
Yeah.
And when it comes to this art game, bro, Alex, bro, you're a fucking boss. Look at this. Look at the expression in this shit. And Nick, with your story, you like selling me like a mother. Like, this is the type of shit I need. Listen, I grew up in New York. I was watching the Yankees in the 80s when we had like 10 people in the stadium at one point. You know what I mean? Alex laughs. You at one point, even a Boston fan had that shit when the Mets beat y'all. You know what I mean? Like, they gave up on y'all for a minute. Like, yo, wait a minute, what's going on here? But I'm a fan, and I like that you bring this type of perspective to a comic book and that energy. It's something different and something I think that we need. Again, this is what comics is about. Now, if Medieval had a soundtrack, right? Like what genre was it we talking here? Are we talking hard rock? Are we talking monk? Are we talking monk chants?
He put one together.
Yeah, Medieval does have a soundtrack. We actually have a soundtrack.
Oh, my man, Nick ain't playing, baby. Talk to me.
So Medieval has a Spotify playlist. Every issue in the issue has the songs that really I was listening. I normally don't listen to music when I write. Like, I actually have to focus on my writing.
Oh, really? So you like in silence mode?
I have a very hard time listening to music and writing at the same time. Yeah, and so this one, for some reason, when I was writing this issue, as I mentioned, there's a big fight scene in the middle of it. I had the strangest thing. I had Pink's "So What" running through my head.
Pink.
It's just that line where she's like, "I want to start a fight," like over and over and over. It was running through my head, and so I started listening to the song while I was writing it, and then I started listening to other music, like little by little, a lot of New York stuff, a lot of like fighting songs, and so we decided.
I hope you had some Mobb Deep on that playlist. That's some fighting music.
Well, we decided to put a playlist in each issue, and then on Spotify you can actually find. And if you go to my social media, I've been posting it, like the links to it. But you can find, we'll have a playlist for each issue, and then when the full trade comes out, we'll make the full playlist. But this issue, the songs were Empire State of Mind, So What. I think there's a Beastie Boys song on there.
Stop! Oh man!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fight for Your Right. Fight for Your Right is on there. And I forgot what the fourth one was. I don't know. I got to go back and look at it.
Yeah.
But each issue does have its own playlist. The songs that inspired the script, and Alex got it, so he listened to it while he was drawing it too. And we're making them available. Like, if you're on Spotify, find my social media and you can get the link.
I think. All right, let's do this now. If you could recruit one medieval weapon to your creative team. Like, the weapon itself has a personality, right? Which weapon is it, and why does it deserve health insurance?
Which, of course, they famously had in 6th century England.
Yeah.
Alex, go ahead. You can start this one.
I mean, obviously a big sword would be cool, but we go with the mace. The old.
The mace, you want to be like Hawkman on this mother. All right, but
Yep.
Alex is a very violent man based on that weapon.
Yeah, I mean, I really took to the idea, and you see it a couple times, but like a blacksmith hammer, right? Like the old school.
Oh, damn. I just saw a movie today where an old man gangster took revenge on somebody with an actual hammer. I'm like, all right, so you telling me this now? Yeah, I think that's the old man weapon. A hammer, bro. It does the job.
Look, obviously, if you read the book, you know that I'm into like blunt objects, right? Like,
hey, bro.
The baseball bat, like the baseball bat is key, right? And so, for me, it would be hammer for sure.
All right, so let's talk about this. What's a detail in the book that readers might miss, but when they catch it, they'll scream, "Oh shit!" out loud?
Ooh.
Anything in the art, Alex?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what might be there.
The way he does this, he's a mastermind. Like you guys.
There's I'm trying to think of any Easter eggs. I know I put some in there.
Well, my favorite. I mean, I'll tell you from a script perspective, it's pretty. I wear my heart on my sleeve in this one, so there's nothing that you're like, oh shit, like it's all there. But Alex, and he hasn't really admitted to it yet. And I've asked him about it a couple times, but one of the pages. He's got Jason Matsoukas in the background. And I'm like, that's totally him, right? And he's like, I don't know, maybe.
I don't know.
If you
wink, wink.
Sure.
But bro, how the fuck do you even draw grass like this? What lane did you get into? Do you smoke some shit? Cause like, bro, what the fuck?
Just this. It's a lot of this.
Yeah, you're Bob Ross in this shit over here, bro.
I wanted to press Neil. I wanted to make sure that he.
Alex, you got the job.
I wasn't wasting his time.
You know what, Neil? You gotta convince him to start doing Bob Ross type videos on YouTube.
Happy little injuries to the eye.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's fine. It's a head wound. They bleed a lot. It's wrestling. You hit it there.
All right, so let's talk about this now. What's the creative risk in this particular book that made you say that this could either go rival or get us exiled forever?
Well, not exiled necessarily, but when I first wrote it, we talk about New York and Boston, but we're not actually using
you're not gonna see any
team names or logos or player names. And
Pitch
so
is about as far as it goes, right?
Yeah, so I think for me it was just not really about exile, but not wanting to get sued.
But speak for yourself. I mean, I was worried about getting exiled. Everybody I know is from Boston.
Right. So I don't have that.
I was I don't know. I mean,
I'm not even a Yankees fan, man. I'm a Tigers fan. So
oh, bro, even worse. Oh, shit. I think even he don't like you right now. How do you work together? Bro.
Terrible.
Who's doing the colors in the book? Is it you also?
That's me. Yeah.
Bro,
I'm doing
you're fucking
all the art.
boss,
Neil's doing the lettering and wrote it all out. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, what a creative squad. Yo, you guys are fucking bosses. This is a beautiful looking book, man, for real. Now, let me ask this though. I'm gonna flip it because this is probably something no one has ever asked you. What is the one question you wish interviewers asked, but no one has ever asked you?
Oh man, I have no idea.
I mean, everything I'm thinking is it's just like stupid jokes. Like it's not even like good answers. Like where should I set this big $1 billion?
Please, Alex is like, please, Al, do not set me up right now.
I don't really have an answer for that one. That's a great question. I wish I knew. I think most people are pretty clearly asking us everything.
You know what it is? I even spoke to someone that said, please, can you ask me something more outside of just the comics I'm making? I'm like, absolutely.
You should ask.
And you got to do stuff like that. And Alex, why did you open an OnlyFans page?
Right. Okay. It's his OnlyFans page where he does interpretive dance. Like you should ask him
you should
about
see
that.
It's really good. You know, it's a lot of this.
That's why he does the Bob Ross impression and shit.
That's right. I got the wig.
And just the wig.
Yeah.
Just the wig.
Oh man, you know
I got bills, baby. I gotta,
Man, you're talking about
these lights gotta stay on
medieval.
somehow.
Talk about being just enough to be dangerous. Jesus Christ, bro.
There
For
you
real.
go.
No, for real. Like, no. On some real chat here, man. Let's get into that creative space where how did medieval challenge you creatively? You know, was there any ways that it challenged you that your past work never has?
Well, yeah. I mean, look, I've really not hidden the fact that this is very much out of my wheelhouse. A lot of my books in the past have been dramatic or period piece. Well, I mean, this is a period piece, but like dramatic and like very much about like legacy and about human like families and fathers and sons. And there's definitely an emotional through line in the book, but from a more like commercial, like blood and guts fight kind of like, I've really never done a book like this before. Right. And so when I went to Comixology, that was how I approached them. I basically said like, look, I did these other 2 books for you. I really want to do something different. I was looking for like a palate cleanser for myself, really, something like away from like the heavy, like emotional stuff. And I thought I was going to do a superhero book at first. I was like, oh, I should really do a superhero.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I really couldn't get anybody to. Most people outside of like Marvel and DC don't want to do a ton of superhero books, and so for me, I was going to do it myself, and then I read the Twain book and decided, oh no, it's going to be a sports comic. And so that's really kind of where I went with it. And so it's definitely unlike all of the other work I've done, except for the few superhero books that I have done. And that was kind of the risk for me. Just like, can I do something funny and bloody and over the top? And I think it comes off nice.
And then you had Alex come over here and deliver that art.
Yeah, that was the thing for me. It was like, because I mean, I haven't really done any. The book that I did prior to this was Buried Long Long Ago, which was a really heavy, like horror book, and it was very, very like dramatic and heavy, and there were some funny parts in there, but it was probably the heaviest thing I've ever drawn. And then this was right after that, and it was like about this knucklehead running around and all this crazy stuff going on, and there's a ton of comedy there, and like Neil's writing's hilarious as it goes along. I mean, the juxtaposition between the guys at Camelot and Danny just is that's worth it. Just picking it up alone. Forget about me. You can just send this out as just a book itself.
No, but, the art is the true selling point. Man. I mean, the covers alone. If you like, we've only put out 2 covers. We've shown 2 covers, but like cover 3 is great. Cover 4, I think. I can't wait for people to see cover 4.
David, cover first one is beautiful. It's fantastic. But Alex, how did you get into the mood and theme of this? I mean, what inspirations did you get into? Because as soon as Nick presented this idea to you, like what lane were you thinking artistically as soon as this came to you?
Oh yeah, I was so what I was thinking, like there's the baseball stuff, that there was all that, but like everything that's like all medieval, all that, I went and looked at like N.C. Wyeth, his old King Arthur paintings. I looked at like the Errol Flynn Robin Hood movie from like the 1930s. I looked at Monty Python and the Holy Grail and see what those guys were cooking up. I was looking at all that type of stuff. I mean, back there I have a Knights in Armor like kids book that my mother bought me when I was like 7 years old, and I still just happen to have. And I was like, oh, I'll flip through this thing. And but yeah, so I mean, but NC Wyeth especially, I mean, that if you look at those original paintings, you'll see like, oh yeah, it's basically the same costume. I just moved over here. But and like what I said, Frank was it too. I was looking at a lot of that. But all that fun stuff, and yeah, this the whole book was a blast to draw. It was so much fun.
And you say that.
Everything, this is great.
So Alex, was there maybe a scene that you drew that made Neil rethink his entire script? Like, oh, we doing it that way?
I think it was the other way around. Once I got the that I mentioned one of the dude's head, I was like, oh, we're going that hard. Okay.
Oh,
I thought
he scared you more than you scared him.
Like,
yeah,
dude, this dude's at Funk. I'm like, okay, we're okay. Well, all right, I gotcha.
So Alex, the way Alex works is that we get these very cartoony sketches, which, by the way, I'm going to totally put at the end of issue 5 because they're
oh no.
and he does these sketches, and Sarah and I look at it, and we give notes, and then we get the pencils, and then we get the colors, right? And so he had done a very quick sketch for this one scene in issue 2, which literally, where Danny basically takes a bat to a guy's face, right? And I think it's 2 or 3, maybe. I don't remember what issue it's in.
Yeah, he does it a few times.
But he basically he does that a couple times, right?
Yeah.
So he takes a bat to a guy's face, but the way Alex originally staged it, you couldn't see his face in the panel. Like, you saw the back of his head.
Oh, I know what you're
And
talking
both
about.
Sarah and I were like, no. Turn him around so that the reader can see that, like, the teeth fly.
I want to see the smash, Alex. Stop hiding it from me.
Right. And so I think at that point, Alex was like, okay, I get what this book is.
Yep, I know it. Yeah. All right.
He's I'm trying to save our community from this violence, but if you're making me do it this way.
Yes, we are single-handedly with this book going to bring back the comics code.
That's right.
Yes. You know what? Well, I already have my seal, but mine says, you don't have it, fuck what the authority says, kind of. So don't you worry.
Wortham's gonna be crawling out of his grave after us.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You know what? Could you imagine a zombie comic book movie, but it's him going after every single new comic book creator that has broken the code? That would be a great horror movie.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, get that down and
Neil.
Now I can imagine it.
Neil, let's make that happen. Where he comes back and he shows after every creator that we know nowadays and goes after them for the nonsense they have put out. I know that the UK creators are dead first, because they make comics so dark. He's gonna go after them first. But and folks, you see that QR code I've been showing up the corner. I just want to let you guys know that if you go ahead and snap on that code, it's take you straight to Comixology for you to get issue 1 of this book right now. Yes, indeed.
Yep, there it is.
Go snap it, take a picture of it, get it done. Yeah, I got the show notes as well with the links. But go ahead, since we're talking, and you saw the beauty of the book already. Like, you could have been snapping away and getting that book right now. Get it on your digital list and show it off to your favorite comic book nerd, or pass it along to them. Buy them this issue, maybe even. Let's make that happen. Right? Spread the love. This is Christmas season, and let them know. Let the nerd in your life that you know about comic books, that you know what is good, and this is one of those. Like, put them on. They're gonna be like, yo, how you knew about this? Like, don't you worry about it, But yeah, definitely show that it's Comic Crusaders, the Comixology.
Yeah, I was about to say,
just maybe don't give it to your kids. That's all.
No kid. All right, you know what, Neil? I like that you said that. Like, if you would say that somebody would like their kid to enjoy this book, what's a safe age?
Oh no, this is adult. This is
a regular.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I have kids who are over 13, and they would find this pretty boring.
I know kids nowadays are not sensitive like we were. I mean, I got scared by the movie the day after. That to me is the most terrifying movie I've ever watched.
It's hilarious because my 10-year-old this last week, for the first time, he and I sat down to watch Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is my favorite movie.
Yes.
And
I love that flick.
We sat down, and he was really into it, and I was like, should I tell him about the last scene? And then I'm like, hey, just so you know, there's like, because when I was a kid, that was a scary scene. Like, when I was growing up, and the whole face melting, whatever, like, it freaked the crap out of me. And I'm like, so I turned to him, and I'm like, just so you know, there's like a really scary scene. He's like, can you tell me when it is? I'm like, sure. And he goes, what happens? I'm like, I'll tell you, whatever. And the scene comes up, and he kind of is watching, and he's like, that was it? That's nothing.
What kind of hardcore kids you got, man?
Listen, man.
And so then we watched Hellraiser. No.
No, listen. These kids nowadays can handle anything. Like, I showed my kid Poltergeist, and if you remember that particular scene, they go to, with the pool, that was fucking. Those are real skeletons.
Oh
And
yeah,
I told
yeah.
my daughter this shit, and when I showed her the movie, she's like, that, and then also the clown, because my mother had bought me a fucking clown that looked just like that.
Thanks, Mom.
And would you believe when I went to San Diego, that very fucking clown was in San Diego at some booth for a horror thing, and I'm like, yo, bro, my heart actually raced a little bit. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, Poltergeist did it for me as a kid. I was like, I'm like,
especially that old man, bro. Right?
It was the part with the mirror, the dude when he's pulling his face apart. That messed me out. I was kind of like, I mean, I don't know, like the pool. I can roll with that. The closet looked like intestines are gross. Looked the inside of like a pumpkin,
Folks,
and it was just like, but I can roll with that. But the dude, I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I gotta go for a walk. I'll be back.
No.
Oh man, listen, man. The things that we saw, the things that we grew up with, folks, you have no idea. And it was great. Again, my parents took me at 5 years old to the movie theater to see Hell Night, which is my first horror movie in the movie theater. Hey, yeah. Alex laughs like, yeah. So listen, and I'm okay. I'm not a murderer on anything.
Yeah. Well, not yet.
Don't blame movies. You know when I do murder? I murder podcasts because I'm the best in the game, baby. When I'm bringing the best in the game, like Neil right here, like Alex, you know what I mean? They got this dope book called Medieval, again, Comixology Originals. Again, folks, look at this beautiful cover. This book is out now. You heard him. Issue 2 is coming out now. And it's 1 out of 5-issue series, all right? Just enough to be things. Again, but look at this art by Al. Look at that verbiage, those letters, everything over here. Oh, man, I just even noticed that. Like, that first panel with the thwack, the way that you did that.
That's all.
Panel, fuck, that shit is fire. That shit needs to be on a t-shirt, bro. No, seriously.
Yeah.
That's a t-shirt right there. That looks fantastic. I love that. I'm a baseball fan. I love that. Yes. Give me that as a t-shirt. I will be the first one. I'll model it with you and in my underwear and a t-shirt. That's it.
We were just talking about
I wouldn't even shave my legs.
We were just talking about merchandise, and we were just talking about like not being like figuring out like a shirt or a hat. And I told Alex I wanted to put the logo, a logo on a pair of brass knuckles.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do.
Oh, damn, you're going hardcore Al Capone, Brooklyn over here, bro. Come on, man. Hey, bro, don't be encouraging no violence like that. They got to be plastic brass knuckles.
Sure,
that'll work.
Plastic knuckles.
Get like
even foam. Or even foam. Come on, man. Let's not encourage that, man. Foam knuckles, and color brass. Nice. Hey, you know what? It probably even you foam knuckles that really brass knuckles. You could do that. Think about that.
Sure.
Hey.
Like those big
and then for collectors like on the $500 tier, you're giving them real brass knuckles that are collector's items, not to be used as weapons. Disclaimer.
I think Al is our new marketer / merchandiser.
Yeah.
Bro, I got ideas for you. Let's go because I love what you guys are doing. You give me energy.
At the grocery store, when we walk in, he's gonna be like, "Look at these guys. Go buy their foam knuckles, but for like $50 more."
You know what? Hey, you know what? If you don't want the foam one, guys, let's go to the back real quick in the bodega. Let's go. I got something to show you.
There you go.
And then we have a whole undercover comic book store selling Medieval with the brass knuckles and the swords and all that shit.
That's it.
I love it. Like, we're gonna make this happen, bro. For real. I love the energy, man. So, for real, what would be for you guys? Now, I want you both, each one of you, to give me the elevator pitch for the fans out there to scoop up this book today.
So the book is basically a New York baseball fan in King Arthur's court. It's about a dude who loves baseball, who gets hit on the head at a game, ends up back in 6th century England, and has everything he loves stripped away. His girl, his team, his phone. And it's about him trying to like find his place and figure out how to get back. It's over the top. It's violent. It's a love story. It's medieval.
Yep.
How would you pitch it out?
Knucklehead Yankees fan has to deal with Punk Knights.
You see his smile is like, yeah, this motherfucking Yankee fan's gonna be stressed out, and he seems to love this concept. I'm a Yankee fan. I should feel offended, but because I like the idea of this comic book, and I'm pretty sure the Yankee fan will win overall. I will take Alex's abuse, nicely.
Thanks.
Yo, all right. So before we, listen, I'm in Massachusetts too, and listen, I'm an enemy turf, so don't you worry. So talk to me, guys, before we go. What are the plans for next year? What's up? Are we gonna be seeing you at any conventions? We could meet you, shake your hands, get these books signed or something. What's going on? I'm sure you're gonna get in print at some point. So let's go.
Alex, you go first.
Yeah, let's see. Next year, I'll New York Comic Con. I'll be over there. So, but
I'll be there.
October.
Okay, you're gonna be on my turf. Great. I'm gonna make sure I wear a whole Yankee uniform and bother you.
Yeah,
New York Comic Con.
We were just there. What was it? November, October? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's October.
Time has no meaning anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were both there. We were Alex was drawn at the Comixology booth, and we had medieval posters and pins. So it was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna wear a whole Yankee uniform just to harass Alex.
I gotta be honest. So that's the one thing. Like, yeah. Obviously, I want my book to do well. I want our book to do well, and maybe we can get like a movie would be fun, or a video game, or that's never going to happen. All I want is some.
Wait, never say never.
Well, all I want is some dude to dress up like Danny and come to Comic-Con in medieval cosplay. That's what I want.
You know what?
You
know what's funny?
Backwards cap and
Don't tell my wife that I said that, by the way, the no movie part, because she'll be like, "What are you talking about? You want a movie?
You want a movie? You want a cartoon? You want merchandising? You
want franchise.
You want underoos? You want underoos?
Underoos.
Medieval underoos sounds fun.
Medieval underoos. Come on, man. Yeah, I'll model them. Why not? I don't have a beer belly yet. You know what I mean? I'm all right for my age. I promise. For real though, you gotta follow these guys, folks. I've been showing this off, but here's the first thing you gotta follow my man Neil on Instagram at Neil Kleid, and visit his website at neilkleidbooks.com. Again, everything's in the show notes, right? And then you can follow the other big homer right here, the amazing artist that is Alex, on Instagram at Alex Cormack, and visit his website at sitesgoogle.com/view Alex-Cormack Illustrator. He got one of the longest domains in the history of comic books. The type of stuff that he do, but it's all good. But folks, you gotta show the love. You gotta show the love. There's independent comic books at their best. There's knights, it's nerds, it's nobles, it's nibblers, it's all things geeky. And if you ain't reading me Levo from Comixology Originals, then honestly, I must ask you, folks, what are you doing with your lives? I mean, it's just feels so,
absolutely.
So supporters, creators who swim big, dream bigger, and craft worlds that punch you in the imagination. These are these guys right here. So hit that download button, hit that review button, and show the love, giving them 10 stars. Hit that share button and that mystical Warhammer, smash it, bang, bang, bang. Because, hit that subscribe notification, especially for these two guys. Make sure you follow, subscribe on everything they do. Neil, Alex, ain't guess no more. You guys are absolutely part of the Comic Crusaders kingdom now, if you will. So, thanks for joining, hanging out. My Crusaders, y'all know what to do. Hasta la próxima. It's Big Al Cormack, Mr. Neil Kleid. Omega, hasta la próxima. WEPA! Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.